Hello everybody and welcome back to Dorm Life Tips with Paige. That's me. So as you can see, I'm not actually in my my dorm room, and that is because I finally gave up on putting up with one of the girls' bullcrap. But instead of going on and ranting and raving about how awful it was to live with her, I'm going to give you guys tips on how to avoid regretting living with roommates. Tip number 1 is if you can choose your roommates, do it. Like, I know with the res building I was in, you can fill out like a profile and kind of like talk a little bit about yourself and like what your cleaning habits are like, if you're a partier, non-partier, if you have like allergies, I don't know, and just kind of like where you're from and stuff, and then you can pick your roommate from there. But if you can't pick your roommate, I highly recommend trying to find out who your future roommate is going to be and like talking to them on Facebook or like other social media or something. I'm really sorry that the lighting is crap, because all she's got is a crappy yellow light in here and it's dark outside. If you have any boundaries that you don't want people to cross, like let's say you don't want them using your dishes or your soap, or you can use their spices or whatever, like set very clear boundaries for them right off the get-go, because nothing is worse than saying like, oh, well, I thought you said I could borrow this or whatever. Just be very clear if there's anything you don't want people to touch. Also, talk about methods of communication. If you are going to write notes to people, like I know my one roommate, she had like really bad anxiety, especially when it came to like communication and confrontation. And so what she would do is she would text people, she would leave notes, just like so that she could get the communication across without the actual like person-to-person confrontation. Whereas like I know personally, if you have a problem with something I'm doing, I'd rather you tell me in person, preferably in a non-aggressive way, and then I can fix it. It's easy to remedy. If you have a problem with something that someone said or did, you need to talk to them about it right away. Do not let it fester, because it will just get worse and worse, and then you'll just explode and then everyone's cranky. And no one wants that. Oh my god, the shadow is just awful. I just keep like moving the angle around and stuff because my arms get sore. Because I'm not using a tripod, because that's packed. Because I'm leaving in like 2 days. Another thing that I really think you guys should know is do not be too lenient. If you have a 3 strikes policy, don't let the 3rd strike be some massive calamity like, I'm just not going to give an example. Just don't wait for the 3rd thing. Like, just, if they're doing something that upsets you repeatedly, then, and like you talk to them about it and they're still not going to fix it, then you need to get out, to be completely honest. Now, if you are in like a residence building, like I was, what you can do is talk to whoever is in charge of rooms and like who lives in what rooms and stuff. Talk to them directly, but like be polite about it, but just make it very clear that you need a new room. Don't be like, I need a new room because la 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 la. But also don't be like, oh, well, you know, I'd really appreciate it if I could get a new room because... Like, you need to be firm, get your point across, but don't be rude about it. Another really important thing is if you do not feel safe in your room, especially with how your roommates are behaving, you need to get out. Like, ASAP. Personally, my one roommate had her boyfriend over 24/7. Like, he pretty much lived there. Like, nice enough guy, all that kind of stuff. Like, but our doors didn't lock, and he's not my boyfriend. And I kind of have a fear of guys. Not gonna get into that. Anyway, I didn't feel safe sleeping in my own bed at night. It's just a thing. So, if you don't feel safe, do something about it. Your safety should be their #1 concern. My last tip for you guys today is don't let a bad roommate experience ruin what could be a really fun year away from home. So that was it for today's video. I'm sorry for like all the really like shaky quality, but I'm gonna be on my way home when this is uploaded, and I'm super excited to see my dog and my cat again. But anyway, if you like this video, if you have anything you want to add, please just leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys next time. Keep smiling. Bye. You should come study with us. But I'm making a video. I'm just being a crazy person and talking to myself alone in the bedroom with your cat glaring at me.